Here we go. Spawning in the top right-hand corner of Crimson Court, we have our red Zerg player representing Starlight Twinkle. Ooh, it is Wayne. Going for a 12 pool. Let's go. And spawning in the I wonder if it was watching. It's spawning in the bottom left corner of Crimson Court. We have our Polish Zerg player, the blue Zerg, representing Team Liquid. It is Elazer. Here we go. We have our 12 pool. Meanwhile, we have a standard hatch gas pool opener here out of Elazer. Let's go. Standard opener. Our standard opener, and we saw Elazer fall to a 12 pool earlier. If you weren't here for it, Young Yakov popped up with a 12 pool drone pool and did overwhelm Elazer. I'm curious if Wayne was watching, and I'm curious if he wants to embrace that as well. Otherwise, this could just be a macro 12 pool, and we could be looking to expand. Yeah, there we go. Drone is being sent down, and it looks like it is just an initial 12 pool into a hatchery. So again, 12 pools usually are not all in. It's an aggressive start, that is true. The goal of this 12 pool is to get some drone kills, is to get maybe 2 workers, 3 workers is enough to get ahead. So we're looking for some economic damage. Meanwhile, behind this, again, we're getting to our expansion. We're going to be droning up and working towards our 2-base play. The reason why is because this is gasless. When you open up with the 12 pool, you are lacking gas, which means you have no link speed, which means you're going to be late with banelings as well. Which means, how do you counteract that? You wall up on 2 bases and work towards roaches. Meanwhile, the Lings have arrived. They chip away at the expansion. Elazer, to save this, can pull the boys. He does confirm that it is a 12 pool, not a 13-12. And there we go. The boys are being pulled. We have to save the base and save our drones. It's going to come down to the micro. Going to come down to the control. The drones, they take a lot of hits. Dancing back. Ooh, going to try and drill, and so far so good. Ooh, bleed off 2 drones. 3 drones. Uh-oh, 4. This is becoming too much. This is becoming far too much. Oh, we lose too many workers, and it looks like the 12 pool once again is catching Elazer off guard. I mean, he did respond quite well, but the micro, the control wasn't quite there. We bleed off 8 workers, 9 drones. We're down to 10. And that's borderline game-ending damage. I would say that is game-ending damage at this point. The drone drilling was not good enough. We had to buy time for the Lings and Queens. And Wayne popped off. We saw that with the 12 pool, Young Yakov took a game off of Elazer, and it looks like the same to be the case here. Now, Elazer is going for his own counterattack, but back at home we have Queens, we have Lings. The drones are a bit exposed, but we do pull away. Oh, we doubled back with a worker, and that's going to cost us a drone. Bit of a miscontrol there from Wayne. 1 drone does fall. But outside of that, Wayne is going to be able to recover. And drone up is investing into link speed. Interesting. Is going to be investing. Usually off of a 12 pool we skip link speed, so this tells us that this is going to be a link flood. This should be a link flood from Wayne, as both players are supply blocked. Elazer is droning. Wayne, oh, is going to be droning up as well. Okay. You have my attention. I'm curious if he does intend to use link speed here to go for aggression. Baneling Nest on the way behind the main. Yeah, we're going for an all-in. We're going for a 2-base all-in. We're going to send that back. Again, the fact that we even research link speed is a red flag. It does ring alarm bells here, and we see why. There we go. 14 links on the way. The goal here is to bank them up. Now, what is scary is that Elazer has no Baneling Nest, because he shouldn't. I mentioned before that it is very unorthodox after a 12 pool to invest into link speed. So Elazer should believe it's 2-base play into roaches, right? Like, Elazer believes he's safe when he isn't. And as a result, we have no Banelings whatsoever. And against Link Bane, how do you defend without the Bane? Right? Only links for Elazer and Queens. And here we go. Link speed kicks in. We do collapse on the 3rd. Collapse on the 3rd base. Banelings are spotted. Elazer responding with his own Lings. That's a cancel on the expansion. And we need to pull off a miracle defense. Spinecrawler's now on the way, but it might just be too late. Ooh, big connections. GG gets called, and Wayne takes the lead, taking game number 1. GG. Whew. Solid game one there from Wayne. And again, Elazer looking a little bit shaky here in the early game defense so far in these ZvZs. I mean, it's very cutthroat. It's very brutal. There's very little room for error whenever you're up against a 12 pool. Whether it's a 12 pool or a 13-12 or a 12 pool drone pool, like very little room for error. You have to be on point. You have to be crisp with how you respond and how you defend. Do need to be crisp, and it just was not good enough for Elazer in game one. But now we're getting into game two. I'm hoping we can bounce back. I'm sure we're going to be getting a standard opener instead from both players. Where we're going to calm down. Calm down. Here we go. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have our player leading the Series 1-0, representing Starlight Twinkle. It is Wayne. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the... Uh-oh, it's another 12 pool. In the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Polish Zerg player, the Blue Zerg, representing Team Liquid. It is Elazer. I'm concerned. I'm concerned that Wayne smells blood in the water. I'm concerned that he's like, hold up. You know, you died against a 12 pool against Young Yakov. You just dropped game one as well. Can I just abuse this? Can I just keep going and just win off of 12 pools? Standard opener out of Elazer. And at the end of the day, once again, at the end of the day, it comes down to Elazer's control. It comes down to the control. It comes down to the drone micro. It comes down to, oh my god, this is different. It's a 12 pool into gas. What does this mean? This means hyper aggression. Initially, it looks normal. Initially, we have our lings on the way, and we should be expanding. This is designed to catch Elazer off guard with the follow-up ling speed timing. You do not expect... I mentioned before in the previous game, the reason why Elazer wasn't ready for the ling speed follow-up was because usually it's roaches, right? So we had no Baneliness, we had nothing to defend against Ling Bane. Likewise, same kind of concept here. You don't expect ling speed as a follow-up, and likewise, you wouldn't expect Banelings either, so this is a big surprise here. This is going to be a big shock to Elazer once this all comes into play. For now, we have our initial lings, and it's on Elazer to pull the boys and to preserve his drones. The lings have arrived. We've invested into 12 lings. 12 lings so far. The boys are being pulled. And again, Elazer has to be very careful with his control. So far, does drill into that pocket, into the minerals. Hatchery taking a lot of damage. So far, we haven't lost any workers yet. So far, so good. More lings have arrived. This is getting a bit out of hand, and now we're going for the drones. Do try to go for the workers. So far, we've lost one. Only one drone killed. Not bad. Getting up to 2, getting up to 3. 3 drone kills, then Wayne backs off. Now, this is a much better defense for Elazer, but remember, Wayne is going for ling speed behind this, and he's all in. Wayne is completely all in at this point. Ooh, he does overextend with the Overlord. Big pickoff. Wayne that much closer to a supply block. Overlord does go down. Lings pulling back. And again, we're banking up the lings. And Elazer's droning. That's what's terrifying. Elazer's droning up. There's no reason to throw down a Baneling nest. Elazer's droning and he's about to be caught out. Ling speed, give us a couple more seconds. And Elazer will realize now what's going on. He sees the mass ling. He's racing back. He does produce 14 lings at a time. And he has to buy time. But alas, with ling speed, we will chase all this down. We see Elazer trying to get behind the mineral line, but alas, he's going to be cleaned up. And it's go time. Now, thankfully, Elazer has some precious seconds to respond. And he's making as many lings as possible. His queens are pulling together as well. Very important here that Elazer had the time to react. But is it enough time? As lings, they collapse in. The drone drilling is on point. And the queens add a lot of help, a lot of support here behind this. Drones so far, they're going to start going down, but we defend. Yeah, Elazer, he's defending. Again, really nice positioning with the queens, with his own lings as well. And things are looking dire now for Wayne. Yeah, this was not good enough. At the same time, Lings, they try to go for the mineral line. Wayne, can he get the drones? Oh, he's not. Yeah, we have a transfuse and Elazer holds. Again, so important that he saw those things when he did. That he saw them early. And now Wayne, he has no follow-up. There's just nothing left here. Wayne is still making Lings, but at this point, Elazer, now he can make more queens. He can make more Lings. I wouldn't be opposed to like a defensive Baneling Nest as well. Yeah, we're going for another Ling Flood. And Elazer, he's got a comparable enough Ling counts. With the help of these queens to support, like he's gonna be fine. Like we're okay. We're okay, Pappy. We're okay. Spine Cooler's on the way. Again, nice positioning behind the minerals, reducing surface area. The queens are getting low. We do get one queen, and we're gonna get the other. Not bad. Two queens go down. Wayne, can we pop off? Can we break through? Was Elazer too greedy? Uh-oh. The spine cooler is going to finish up, but Elazer, he was resting on his laurels a little bit too much. We ignored the spine. We headed to the main, and we're going for more drone kills. Boys are being pulled. Drones are going down. We get 5 more drones, and we get into the main, and there's no queens. And the queen is about to pop out. Does barely pop out in time. Oh god, this is still so close. We almost get the surround. More boys being pulled. Elazer still up in workers. Still has a better economy. Wayne made that close, but barely. Not enough damage. Going for the base. Trying to drag the queens out of position. But now we're back up to 2 queens. Hatchery taking a lot of damage. Spine Cooler's repositioning. We're going for the base. We have a transfuse. But the hatchery does go down. And now Wayne is droning. Wayne, he doesn't kill Elazer, but he does kill the natural. And suddenly, Wayne, he's in this. He's in this game. We're droning up. We're still down in workers, but we're getting there. At the same time, Baneling Nest on the way for Elazer. And now it looks like we may have just poked the bear. Now suddenly, Elazer's the one going all in, and Elazer's going for Ling Bane. Let's go. Let us go. This could still go either way. If Wayne is too greedy, if Wayne does not throw down his own Baneling Nest, and we should be seeing one. There it is, Baneling Nest behind the main base. Thankfully, it's on the way, but what I will say about this Baneling Nest is that it's quite late compared to the Baneling Nest of Elazer. We're going to pull the trigger. We should soon be moving out. Elazer cutting workers at 18. And here we go, the Lings are spotted by the Overlord. Wayne knows. He should be getting ready. At the same time coming in with his own counterattack, but we have a queens in position. We have the spine as well. Wayne does slip in. Slips into the main, goes to the queen, gets us around. Elazer building up those banelings. The queen does fall, and we need defensive banelings as quickly as possible. Where are the banelings? There they are. 4 banelings on the way, but Elazer hits first. Elazer hits first, he gets us around. We pick up a queen. Bust into the mineral line, drones are going down, and we can break through. The Banelings are not done in time. We needed a couple more seconds. We needed a few more seconds. Massive connections. 11 drones fall. But now Wayne can go for his own counterattack. Then there's one Baneling left. One Baneling left, not going to connect. Elazer pulling back. Wayne down to 10 workers. And both players are droning. we're both droning up, Pappy. Let's go. Another Baneling! Oh my god. Calm down. Banelings do finish up. We attempt to focus them down, unable to. At the same time, one Link does get into the mineral line. Ooh, not quite paying attention. Not a bad connection for Elazer. Oh my god. Not a bad connection as Elazer does hold on. Elazer going to be droning up that much harder. Meanwhile, Wayne is not. Uh-oh. The turns, they keep tabling. So Wayne is still all in. He's all in. He's cutting workers at 17. Elazer is droning up, saturating his natural. This does mean that Elazer will have more Ling Bane, but... Sorry, it means that Wayne has more Ling Bane, but Elazer has queens. He has 3 queens, has a spine crawler. It's going to be difficult for Wayne to make this work. Not impossible, but difficult. Another overlord going down. Elazer just rotate around. Heads into the natural, heads into the main. Does confirm lack of saturation. Elazer scouts, now he knows. I wouldn't be opposed to even throwing down another spine crawler at this point. As banelings are spotted. More banelings on the way. Oof. And Wayne is just being zoned away at this point. He just can't engage. Does deny a baneling. But again, how does he push into this? How does he push into all these banelings? It's just not going to happen. Not without his own. We try to connect, and we get some decent connections, but we're still just buying time. Banelings are waddling in. Massive connection. And that may just be it. That's game. GG gets called. Elazer survives, and Elazer ties up the series 1-1. Oh my god. Very tense game there. GG, well played. That came down to the wire. Like, there were moments where Wayne was ahead, Elazer was ahead, it was back and forth. It was a very chaotic game. But alas, in the end, Elazer did recover. And now we're getting into the ace match. Final game of the series. Do we go for another 12 pool? That's the question. Does Elazer blindly go for like a 15-15? Curious. Or a pool first? I'm curious. Is it worth opening up safely here against Wayne? Or are we confident? What's it gonna be? What is it gonna be? So it looks like we may be remaking the lobby. And hopefully... Yeah. Yeah, we're okay, Looks like the ace match is going to be on side Delta. Okay. Let's go. Side Delta, interesting. Once again, we can talk about how, you know, we can, or something like 2 ace players a little bit more viable on side Delta. I'm not too fond of 12 pools on side Delta just because of how long the rush distance by ground is, compared to some of these other smaller maps. So, yeah, I imagine we're going to be seeing some more standard openers from our players. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. As again, the quarterfinals are well underway. We're actually kind of nearing the tail end of the broadcast. What I mean by that is, this is leading into a qualifying match. Then we can embrace all of our lovely qualifying matches. And those are, of course, best of 5s. Up next is going to be a qualifying match. Is going to be a best of 5. Likewise, scrolling down, we have a bronze match as well. Do not forget. There's going to be a bronze match thereafter, but here we go. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of side Delta, we have our red Zerg player representing Starlight Twinkle. Being forced into the ace match. Can he bounce back? It is Wayne. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the Polish Zerg player, the blue Zerg, representing Team Liquid. Tying up the series 1-1, forcing the ace match. Can we go the distance? It is Elazer. He's droning. For the first time this series, no 12 pool. We are droning up, and again, it does make sense. The rush distance by ground on this map is just that much longer, so aggression is not as favored. Hatch first. Hatch first out of Wayne. Hatch first out of Elazer. We're calming things down, and we're getting into a much more standard start. Hatch gas pool here from our Zerg players, and really, we're just going to be waiting for any deviations later on down the line when it comes to expanding, taking the third base, whether or not we skip the Bailey Nest, and whether we go for a faster Roach Warren. So really, we're going to be looking towards the more mid-game-ish. Early to mid-game. Yeah. Outside of that, side Delta is a lot more wide open as well. Whether it's expanding and taking your linear third or triangular third, there's multiple attack paths. It can be a little bit difficult keeping up with all the angles and all the entrances. Aggression can be difficult to keep up with when it comes to multi-prong attacks and run-bys of that sort once we get into a 3 and 4 base setup. And I'm looking forward to sinking my teeth into the ZvZ and embracing, you know, even Roach v Roach. We just haven't really had that here between these two players. Not yet, at least. And we'll see if we can get there. We'll see. See if we can get there. Until then, just happily droning up, getting into our link speed, and we should be looking to expand. If not, well then that'll be something to take note of. Here we go, drone is moving out, Elazer is taking a third, and Wayne is not. Interesting. Okay, so Elazer is going for a standard build into a third base. It looks like that's right. Yeah, Elazer's going for a standard build. Looks like Wayne is going for 2-base play instead. Yeah, he's walling up. So something I mentioned before about this map is that there is a ramp coming into the natural inside Delta. The same to be said about Amphion and Post Youth. Because of this ramp, 2-base play is a lot more viable. It is a lot safer to really indulge in. Just because you have a ramp coming into the natural, it's so much more defendable instead of on other maps. And this doesn't mean it's going to be an all-in, but it could. Oh, we're flooding links. Okay, I mean, yeah, we're making link speed, and we wouldn't be making link speed if we were going for 2-base Roach. So, yeah, we are flooding links behind this. Now, with +1 carapace, we should be seeing a Roach Warren as well. We should be walling up with that Roach Warren, but that initial link flood is designed to catch Elazer off guard. Yeah, links are revealed. We're moving out across the map. And can we get the drone? It looks like we will not. Drone does survive. Link's moving out across the map. Wayne behind this is expanding, is droning up. And he does force a cancel. Very nicely done. Denies a third, takes his own. And he does hit the natural. And again, Elazer, because he thought it was 2-base Roach, no Bailey Nest. No Bailey Nest for Elazer. I mean, it's now on the way, but it's not quite ready. Bailey Nest thrown down behind the mineral line, actually, as a response. Okay, so Wayne just caught Elazer off guard, and he forced a cancel. He forced the denial of the expansion. Oh, he almost gets this round as well. And Elazer, what is his response? Bailey Nest. Bane Bust. Now it's time for Elazer to be the aggressor. And Wayne has no Bailey Nest of his own. So he's gonna have a bit of a harder time defending here with pure Ling. So I have to give the edge to Elazer. As Wayne is trying to keep up. More Lings on the way. That's going to be 7 Banelings here. Being morphed in for Elazer. Oh my, that's a lot of Banelings. And again, we're not ready for it. We have pure Ling. We need Roaches desperately. We don't just need Roaches. We need to buy time for Roaches. As Elazer is looking to knock down this third base. Yeah, Banelings are revealed. Wayne has to retreat so the Queen gets shut down. And we're fully walling off. Banelings, they could try to knock down the Eva Chamber, but no, we just go for secure damage, we go for the third. Yeah, the third base will be killed. Wayne going for a counterattack, building up his Roaches. And neither player can really embrace their third base. And can we catch a Queen? We can! Not bad. Queen is going to get picked up. The hatchery will survive. Wayne rotates around, but he's pushing right through the center with his Roach Ravager. Remember, he's got +1 carapace. Doesn't commit though. He pulls back. Never mind. Is pulling back home. Wayne taking the base once again, attempting to drone up. Meanwhile, Elazer, sure he has the third, but he has no saturation. No saturation whatsoever. Elazer also making purely Roaches. Again, just a very aggressive ZvZ so far. We do deny the third. Third base is cancelled. And this is impacting the production of Wayne. Does need the larva. And he's droning. Uh-oh. Wayne is droning up and has, just to reiterate, Elazer has not made a drone in quite some time. Never mind. Now he's droning. Now, Elazer is up in army supply, but it looks like we're done with being aggressive. We are droning up quite heavily here. 13 drones on the way. And I do like this, actually. I mean, again, Wayne still is stuck on 2 bases, so Elazer may as well just get further ahead. No need to go all in. Just drone. Why not? Just drone up. We did get the damage we were hoping for. So at this point, Elazer is heavily droning. Meanwhile, Wayne is likewise keeping up in his own economy as well. Overlord speed is on the way. That's an interesting upgrade. That is a sign of potentially drop alert play. And it could even just be drop alert harass. Which can be quite effective in ZvZ. Wayne massing up more Roach Ravager. You can see Wayne, he's cut workers early at 49. But I say cut workers, he is now reinvesting. Making an extra wave of drones. Keeping up with Elazer. And now we're getting to 3-base saturation. Like 66 drones should be the cutoff mark, the cutoff point for both players. Now let's go drop Lord on the way for Wayne. Despite not yet having Overlord speed, as it's just about to finish up. Force back. +2 range on the way. Wayne does have and maintain that upgrade advantage with the carapace. Giving into Roach speed. We even get the contamination. Let's go. Contamination on at +2. That's it on there by Wayne. Meanwhile, coming in for a scout. More drop lords on the horizon here. Okay, so it's going to be a Baneling drop from Elazer. Meanwhile, I believe Roach drops for Wayne. Yeah, Roaches are going to be moving out. Meanwhile, here comes that drop lord towards the 3rd. Uh-oh, does Wayne react in time? Up! He won't. Yeah, the Banelings, they connect. Looking for some big connections, and we get 3 drones so far. We have 2 Banelings left. No big connections, despite Wayne's late reaction. Wayne takes minimal losses. Same time pushing through the center. He's going to be forced back. Link counterattack back across the map, and it looks like he will get into the mineral line. Wayne distracting Elazer. The drops are getting in. We get Roaches in the 3rd and in the main. That catching a queen. Pushing forward, pulling Elazer apart. Remember, Wayne does have those upgrades. Oof. And the vials do connect. We're getting drone kills in the main. Keeping the supply split. Another drop was shut down here towards the 3rd. Meanwhile, the 4th base goes down. Elazer unable to save it. Sorry, Wayne unable to save it. Unable to keep it alive. Oh, Wayne being forced back. The drop play continues. Not bad. Killing more workers. It's Banelings. They hit. Oh, 14 drones go down. Oh my god. They hit the 3rd base once again. Yeah, Wayne's economy is crippled. And he's having a hard time keeping up with Elazer. The 4th base is up and running. Has Wayne even spotted it? He has, but he just can't touch it. He cannot break the 4th. There we go, trying to brute force his way through. Elazer has the concave. And getting onto the Ravagers. Reinforcements are on the way. Yeah, they're coming in from the natural. And we're getting a surround. And Wayne, he's just running out of units, running out of supply. And he cannot sustain himself. Those Baneling drops from earlier, they popped off. They just got too much damage done. And Wayne, he just can't keep up. He just cannot keep up. Not with the production of Elazer, not anymore. Not against 4 bases. 4 bases of 57 workers. There was potential, right? The drop play was killing workers, definitely. It was getting drone damage, but alas, still not enough. If we had killed the 4th, then maybe a different story. Alas, the 4th did survive. You can see Wayne going in towards Burrow, but we already have Burrow and Tumbling Claws on the way for the blue Zerg. And the mirror matchup is just brutal being behind in workers. There's just not much that you can do to bounce back in this. I mean, we could try to take up a different direction, go for drop lords, as we are doing, true. We're going for the drop play, but Elazer's maxed. He's maxed out. He's maxed out, we're even on upgrades. Lord is still set up. Okay, if we can somehow connect these biles, if we can connect with some insane biles, then maybe. Speaking of, not a bad fight. Oh, but that's why. I'm like, we have a pretty comparable army here. True, but that's because so much is being sent here towards the right-hand side. Roaches, they unburrow, they slip into the natural. At the same time, we hit the 3rd. And Wayne just doesn't have the supply to defend both locations at once. Cannot hold on. Third base goes down, mineral line goes down, and Wayne is just getting pulled apart. Elazer, he's looking to redeem himself, and it looks like he will make it to a qualifying match. Boys are being pulled, GG gets called, and Elazer will make it into the next round. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations, Elazer will take the series. It went all the way to the ace match, and it was very, very dynamic. It was very intense, but GG. Congratulations to Elazer. Let's see, we'll claim the series here and advance on to a best of 5. GG, well played. And with that, Elazer, he is now in a qualifying match, and he's waiting for the winner of Bly, Gung Fu Banda, and Showtime. May take some time to get into those matches, though, so we'll be lying in wait for those results to come in.